Hello everybody, this is Joe Bean, videos on the Jimmy Master Animatronics, and this is a video of another Spirit Halloween 2017 item, the Hanging Hell Fiend, made by Crazy Create. This one's actually really cool. Like, his head is huge. Like, on camera, it's hard, you can't get the full detail, but it's huge. Here's my hand. It's huge. So first, of course, we'll look at the box. Don't look up. The Hanging Hell Fiend is waiting to lunge at its next victim. Speaks 4 menacing phrases. LED eyes light up green. Infrared or step pad activated. Easy to mount on any wall. These infrared sensors that they've been putting on these spirit props senses up to 8 to 12 feet away. Because the one at our store, of course, they have them on top of the bridge. No matter where you're at, beside it, walking up to it, walking away from it, in front of it, walking beside, like walking, it doesn't matter. It'll go off. It'll go off if it sees you walking 6 feet away across. Or actually, I think it's further than that. I think it's like more like 8 or 10 feet away. It's got a huge range. These sensors have a huge range. Like, at first when you turn them on, they don't go right away, but they do. After like a couple seconds, yeah, they sense so far away. Like, it's crazy. Now, this one's setup is, there's 2 screws. It's basically a rising from the grave mechanism. You put the pole in, you put 2 screws in, and then there's 1 screw that goes through the head. And the pole, that's the part where it's bent back, that goes, that's front. I think the one at the store I set up where it's bent this way, but that's the wrong way, I guess. And then there's 2 harnesses you have to connect, the IR sensor and one of the other harnesses. And you have to hook up the chain, which sometimes they aren't adjusted right. And then the arms, you're supposed to connect the hands to the wall. You're not supposed to connect them far away like this, otherwise he won't lunge. You have to mount them exactly even. And you are supposed to connect the hands, because when you connect the hands, only the head will drop. But if you leave the arms just hanging down, the whole body will drop down, which is cool, but eventually it'll start wearing out on the gears, and that's what happened to ours at the store, where it started clicking and it wouldn't reset back. It would just sit there and click. That's because the arms put too much pressure on it if it's not connected. It works at first, but it starts to wear down. Like, as soon as I hooked up the hands, it stopped clicking, but it could have broke. It would have ended up breaking if I didn't. Because like I said, it did work at first, but it just stopped. And this is, he's huge. He's pretty long, both vertically and horizontally. I don't know how, I haven't measured how big his arm span is, but I would have to say around 4.5, 5 feet. But anyways, I think that's pretty much all I have to say about it, so now we will demonstrate it for you. It has a step pad option, a try me button option, and a external speaker jack hookup. Okay, and like I said, we gotta give it a couple seconds before we try it. See, it takes a couple seconds for it to... See, that's what I mean about the hands. They have to be...
What a mouth-watering aroma! You smell like fear, and I exist for fear. That's right. Come closer. I want to see you and smell you before I taste you.
It has really good mouth movement.
You're close enough to count my teeth. Remember that number, because I plan on sinking half of them into your neck.
And unfortunately, I can't connect the hands in here, so...
Oh, you look so happy. We'll soon put a stop to that.
Okay, now I'll show you some close-ups.
What a mouth-watering aroma. You smell like fear, and I exist for fear.
So yeah, turn him off though. But yeah, like I said, he's huge, see? And like I said, his arm span goes far. There's a posable wire in here too. Like this part right here, there's no wire at all. It's lopsy. There's nothing in there. There's just a foam piece. But this up until here, there's a metal wire that you can pose. So yeah, a bendable wire, I guess. Oh yeah, and then there's a story on the back of it, the box. Beneath the murky earth dwells a rotten soul who is looking to capture and devour you whole. This hanging hell fiend is vile and cursed, slowly decaying into the cold, dark earth. This sickening beast is like a bad dream, feeding off your frightened screams. He'll lunge towards you and pull you in. His evil laugh is filled with sin, lurking around the haunted trail. Cross his path if you dare. He preys on those who travel alone. He can smell the scent of your tasty bones. Hanging around on the darkness of night, this demented subject will grip you tight. He'll make you his subject of choice. Your screams won't be heard. You won't have a voice. A mouth-watering aroma he'll say out loud as you count the teeth that live within his mouth. Play it safe, because this hell fiend is a beast looking for the delicious Halloween feast. And it does come with the adapter, step pad compatible, volume control, and $150. So yeah, and on the hand there's a little thing. This is what you use to hang it. So yeah, hope you liked this video. Thank you for watching, and bye. Bye.